Okay, let's see if we can get into Mount Moon and hopefully out of Mount Moon in the same episode. Though I seriously doubt that. Mount Moon! The one place that I really and truly hate in the Pokemon series. Because you can't go anywhere without running into a Pokemon or a trainer. Really annoying because you usually enter this place low level like me, you didn't pick up any repels like me, and so you got to fight through or run away from everything you come against if it's a wild Pokemon, and there are loads. So just brace yourselves if you go into Mount Moon, you're going to be in there for a while. But here we have Lass, I can't remember her name, who has a CLEFAIRY. The other small pink ball-like Pokemon that is apparently from the moon, so good for her. And it just used Encore, which means that if I choose to fight again, Fran will just keep using the same attack until Encore wears off. And I don't know how long it goes for. 5 moves? I don't know. But, got her paralysed. Oh, Double Slap. Oh, Double Slap does quite a bit. Double Slap is one of those moves that can attack between 2 to 5 times, hit 4 times that instance. But, don't need to worry about that anymore, because it's dead. And I'm training up Karen, the gentle-natured Magikarp, so hopefully she can gain a few levels in here as well. Good thing about Mount Moon is... I say the good thing about Mount Moon, but you can just run out and heal again pretty quickly if you're in this first area, so not a big deal if you keep running into things and getting your ass handed to you. But trying to get anywhere in this damn place is a hassle. This is probably the longest time I will spend without running into something. Oh, spoke too soon. And of course I'm cutting out most of these because it's just Zubats or Paras or Geodude. I can't remember any real exciting Pokemon in here, and I hate Paras. Paras is useless. I hate Zubat just because of how much it turns up, and I don't really like Geodude either. But we just picked up an escape rope and a rare candy. Escape rope, fairly useful for getting out of caves like this, just takes you back to the entrance outside. Very handy. And a rare candy increases the level of the selected Pokemon by 1. So I'm going to feed Karen this rare candy. Goes up to level 7. You'll want to check the experience before you do that. If you're close to leveling up, then fight a couple of Pokemon, level up that way, then use the rare candy. Don't lose the experience, because when you use the rare candy, it just wipes the experience and goes to whatever the next level is. And you start with 0 experience at that level. So, just a word of warning. We're also running into some different trainers here. We've got Super Nerds, who are a fan of usually electric-type Pokemon, like Magnemite here. I can't remember if Magnemite is a Steel type in this game. I can't remember if they put in Steel in this game or not. But if not, it's electric or electric and steel. So, yeah, enjoy that. I don't really know why I've got Fran out here. It's probably the best to put out. Sod it, let's switch out to Alan and see if I can get this over and done with any easier. At least Magnemite's nice and paralysed, so that's a bit of a win. Oh yeah, Alan, not particularly... Oh, yes, Supersonic. Supersonic is a move you will run into very frequently in Mount Moon, because if you come up against a Zubat, they all know Supersonic. And Supersonic confuses your Pokemon. Just like Alan is confused here. Come on, Alan. Ugh. If it gives in to the confusion, it hurts itself. If it doesn't, it just uses the move. Your Pokemon will break out of confusion like that, because Alan's a boss! Sorry. Pokemon will break out of confusion usually in 2 to 5 moves. So, enjoy that. Karen's leveling up, which is always good. We like to see that happening. And Super Nerd, was it Joven? Has a Voltorb. Possibly one of the fastest Pokemon in the game. I may be misquoting there, but I've heard that from several people. So, there you have it. Let's get Alan back out here, see if we can get this Voltorb down nice and easy. I cannot wait. Well, firstly, I can't wait until I'm out of Mount Moon, because walking anywhere in this cave is just hell. I really should have picked up some repels, but I didn't think about it, and now I can't really be bothered to go all the way back and come back down here, because I reckon I'll be fine. I can just run away from everything I don't want to fight, and I should be okay. Ooh, Alan's learning some new moves. Poison Powder. Now, let's see. Poison Powder, it just gives a Pokemon the Poison status ailment. So it doesn't do any instant damage, but it does the poison damage over time. So I'm going to get rid of Growl. Learn Poison Powder. Nice! Okay. Of course, at level 15, Alan learns Poison Powder and Sleep Powder. I use Sleep Powder a lot more than I would use Poison Powder, and I don't want to get rid of Tackle, because then that would be my other upfront offensive move gone, aside from Vine Whip. So I'm going to just get rid of Poison Powder, because I like Leech Seed, I like Vine Whip, I like Tackle. And Sleep Powder's very handy. I've used that in loads of playthroughs before. Like Poison Powder, it just puts the status ailment of sleep on the opposing Pokemon. No damage, but sleep can be a godsend. I'm gonna go heal up and show you Escape Rope in action. Escape Rope away! So yeah, cut ahead there. Just literally takes you outside the entrance to the cave. Very handy if you're in a long cave and you're absolutely screwed. You're out of potions, all your Pokemon are dying around you. It's like total war zone. But here we have our first run-in with Team Rocket. They're Pokemon gangsters, and that means I can't stop reading them with the voice of like those 1930s American gangsters with like, "Nyah, see, nyah." Sorry, I won't do that anymore. But yeah, they'll favour more like ground or poison or normal. It seems to be the general consensus for Team Rocket. God knows why. But makes it nice and easy for Alan. So not complaining, and Karen goes up to level 9. Karen's doing well in here. She's doing well, doing the old trick of getting her out first and switching out. So she may go up a few levels off screen because I might cut out a couple of the trainer battles, but yeah, she's doing well, doing well. Nothing really happens to Karen until like level 15, so I'll leave that in when that happens. Okay, come on, Fran. Come on. Fran's been getting a bit of a beating recently. She's been poisoned. She's been, well, I think just poisoned, actually. But she seems to be taking the brunt of the damage, so sorry, Fran. I promise I'll treat you better. And Zubats. Going through any cave in Pokemon, you will learn to hate Zubats. It seems like they just coded Zubat to be the only Pokemon that comes out in caves, because they're fucking everywhere. And then of course in the new games they said, don't worry, you're not going to run into Zubats in caves anymore, and the world rejoiced. People went out, bought the games, and found out that you just run into a different kind of bat Pokemon all the time. So thanks a lot, Game Freak. You really pulled out all the stops on that one. Oh, God. So, what have we got here? A star piece. Fairly sure that's useless. I think it's just one of these items that you can sell for a lot of money. So, that's obviously not the way through Mount Moon. I am probably going to get very lost in this cave. And I'm not looking forward to that, because I just want to get out of here as soon as possible, because running through each and every one of these encounters, ugh. Suspicious men are in the cave. Who you? Am I a suspicious man, you ask? Yes. Yes, I am. Okay, there's me using an antidote on poor Fran there, so... Antidote just cures poison. Oh god, this isn't even the right way either. Oh god, that means I've got to spend more time. Okay, come on, come on. Let's focus, let's just get through this goddamn cave. So, it's not down there. So let's head up and round. Oh my god, just let me fight these trainers. At least trainers are a bit more interesting. It's way bigger in here than you thought. Ha! Said the man to the prostitute. Badum. Moving swiftly on, Lass Miriam has an Oddish. I'm not really a fan of Oddish. For one, it just looks like a completely smug bastard. Look at it. You smug bugger. And it's really annoying to fight because it knows Absorb and all the Absorb moves, and it just draws the battle out. It just makes it twice as long as it should be if you don't have something that's super effective against it, which I don't, which is really annoying. So we'll just do what I can. Sweet Scent, which lowers evasiveness. It's essentially Sand Attack, but... No, wait. It's reverse Sand Attack for them, I guess. Because Sand Attack lowers your accuracy so you can't hit them, but this lowers evasiveness so they can hit you. So yeah, it's like the same in reverse. Yeah. That was a terrible explanation of that move. And oh god, Oddish, just die! Because he'd done all this damage, and if Oddish didn't know Absorb, it would be the shittest Pokemon ever. That's its one saving grace. But I suppose that's all it's good for. It's why I don't use it. And Frankenland Double Team, which raises evasiveness. So there you go. I'm going to get rid of Growl for that. I'd never use Growl, and who knows, I may end up using Double Team if I get in a Sand Attack evasiveness war where neither of us will be hitting each other and the battle will just be miss, 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 one hit, miss, 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 miss. I'm waiting for that battle. And a Bellsprout. Quite possibly the poorest grass Pokemon in the game. I don't know if it actually is, I just hate Bellsprout. It's just the weediest looking shit Pokemon ever. It's a twig with a face. I don't really know why I hate Bellsprout that much, but just look at it. All it knows is Vine Whip, and it's terrible. It does 1 damage. It's done a total of 4 damage to Alan in this fight. Just die, Bellsprout. Please, just leave us alone. Anyway, that's Lass Miriam defeated, so let's carry on through this tunnel. Sorry, cave, it's not a tunnel. We'll run into a tunnel later. Let's heal up Fran. Poor Fran, she does seem to get the brunt of most of these battles. And let's carry on as best we can. Anything down there? Tell you what, I'm going to carry on down here. I'll probably regret it. It's probably the wrong way. But let's give it a go. See what happens. Ooh, there's an item up there. Okay, let's just get to the item. It's a Moonstone. Fantastic. Moonstone is an evolutionary item. It can evolve certain Pokemon when you use it on them. You usually want to wait until the Pokemon's quite late leveled until you use an evolutionary stone, because they learn moves at a younger level than if they were evolved. I think the Moonstone works on Jigglypuff and Clefairy. I think it might work on others. I can't remember off the top of my head. But, so that's where you get a Moonstone. Enjoy, I guess. There's Hiker Marcos. Marcos. Bit of a weird spelling there, but each to their own. You can't really argue against what you were given by your parents. Though in the world of Pokemon, there must have been some really cruel parents. Because you run into some really odd names. I mean, Marcos is fairly tame by some of the standards you get later on in the game. I mean, really, who named their child Brock? I mean, really think about that. Is Brock his actual name, or was it just a nickname he came up with? I really hope it's the latter, otherwise he's got the worst parents ever. But anyway, ploughing straight through Hiker Marcos because Alan's a badass. And Karen's going up the levels. Nice, Karen's level 11 now, so we're getting there. It was probably a good idea to pick Karen up when I did, because picking her up later and training her up then, she'd have gone through the levels faster, but this way it just happens along with the other Pokemon. She's the same level, it'll all happen at like the same time, so nice and correlation-y? That's not a word. It all correlates nicely, so... Oh my god. Alan. Having ascended through the ranks to become the ultimate badass that he is evolving into an Ivysaur. Yes, Alan's evolved. Fantastic. First evolution on this series. Very happy with that. That's put me in renewed vigour. I'm gonna steam through this cave now. Ugh. As I said, I'm gonna steam through this cave now. As best I can, I should add. And there is... just let me get the goddamn item! This stupid cave! Got revive. Quite useful. Very useful. So if your Pokemon goes down, it faints, you can just revive it without having to go back to a Pokemon Center. And kids shouldn't be messing with adults, it should be bad news. Yes. Yes, Team Rocket Grunt, it could be. Oh dear. Lowering the tone. Okay, some level 13 Rattata. Let's see. Ah. I guess Rattata learns Hyper Fang, possibly at level 12 or 13. Crap. I hadn't banked on that. Hyper Fang looks badass, but if you run into a Rattata or its evolution that knows Hyper Fang, it will open with Hyper Fang. 99% of the time, you will meet Hyper Fang face on. And it is a pain in the arse. Because it just does a lot of damage. If they've got a high level Rattata or its evolution, then you're in trouble if it uses Hyper Fang. Unless you're like a rock Pokemon and you're not really affected by normal type moves, I guess. But damn, Franz fainted. I suppose it was a good job we found that revive. That was pretty much optimal timing. Jeez, I was not expecting that. I'll have to watch out for that on some of the trainers coming up, because I know there are other Team Rocket trainers in here that probably have Rattata, who probably know Hyper Fang now. Great. But anyway, here's the revive in action. So, revive, use on poor Fran. And it revives them to half HP. So I'm just going to heal up. And you know what, I might as well heal up Alan as well, just so that we're nice and prepared for anything that's thrown at us in the coming battles. Star Piece. Yep, Star Piece is just one of those high sell item things. Okay. Now let's see if we can get through and get... God. Okay. Let's see if... Oh my god! Come on, we can get past that. Jesus Christ! Come on! Okay. Jeez. I'll find the fossils. Reviving Pokemon. Oh, this is where you find the fossils! Of course, and there's the trainer. Or there's the guy who found the fossils. Right! Fantastic. Well, let's heal up and head straight up there so we can try and find it. Oh my god, come on! Okay, hey stop. Found these fossils, they're both mine. Okay. I'd completely forgotten this was here. I thought that was later in the game, but apparently not. Fantastic. Here's another super nerd. I guess they also use poison Pokemon, like Grimer here, which is an amorphous blob with a face and hands, kind of. Essentially, if the blob from the movie The Blob was a Pokemon, it would be Grimer, and then its evolution. So, yeah, there it is. Fran seems to be doing pretty well, actually, now. We've healed her up, she's having a bit better luck. She's avoiding moves, she's getting into the swing of things. Come on, Fran. Let's get Karen back out there, a bit more experience. Karen's level 12 now, which is handy. And yeah, let's get Fran back out there. She's doing well, she's doing well. And here's Coughing. Also popularised on the TV show. Coughing was James's Pokemon. And it always seemed to suck horrifically. So, poor Coughing. And look at that! Fran's ducking and diving, she's weaving, she's all over the place. You can't see me, she says, doing her best John Cena impression. Is John Cena still in wrestling? I think he is. I haven't watched wrestling in ages. But anyway, Voltorb again. Like I said, I do think it's one of the faster Pokemon. Like, I think it's one of the fastest of the original 150. Let me know if I'm wrong, if you know otherwise. I'm fully willing to be corrected here. But I think that's the case. Ah, it's using Charge. I can't remember what Charge leads up to. Okay, Screech. Okay, he's building up to something. He's lowering my defense, he's charging himself up. Okay, he's used Charge again. I don't know what he's going to unleash. This could hurt. Come on, Fran. Oh, yes! Voltorb, you suck. You should have attacked, but you didn't, because Fran is a badass. Thank you, Fran. Take that, Super Nerd Miguel. So, we now get to take one of these fossils. There is the Helix fossil, which gives us one Pokemon, and the Dome fossil, which gives us another Pokemon. And I'm going to leave the decision up to you guys, so sound off in the comments, let me know which fossil you want me to take, and I will take that one in the next episode. Oh my god!